Hi, my name is Franz and welcome to our course on Responsive Web Design 2017. I am your facilitator and just want to thank you for giving us this opportunity to guide you on your journey to become an awesome web designer. If you are here because you want to start a rewarding and creative career in web design, then I want to reassure you that you are on the right track. We are very thankful and blessed to have so many students show an interest in our responsive web design course. We have hopefully put together a lot of interesting and useful lessons for this course, and I hope everyone enjoys them. But most importantly, I hope that you will feel that you have benefited from this learning experience at the end of the course. This slide is aimed at the learners that might not have access to the internet. Some of you might be working on the offline version of our learning portal aimed at communities or areas where there are limited or no internet access. Although having access to the internet will make your life so much easier, with this course we will also include all the libraries on top of the exercise files that we have used to be available to download with the course files. However, if you do get a chance to access the internet, try and download the latest libraries to make sure you are current and up to date. In this slide, we are going to look at what you will need for this course. A willingness to learn. Don't just watch the lessons. Follow along and make notes. Recreate what you see on the screen to test if you understand and can apply what you have learned. Computer, PC with the latest web browser, preferably Google Chrome. A code editor, we are going to use Brackets. It's a fantastic editor and I highly recommend you download and install it. In this slide, we are going to look at the objectives for this course. In this course, we are going to start with the basics for those of you that do not have any previous experience in web design. We will try to focus on the latest technologies and trends that are currently used in the web design industry to ensure that the skills you learn are relevant and up to date. We will then apply our knowledge theoretically in short modular lessons so that you can pause and resume your learning at a convenient pace. Finally, we will look at a real-world implementation where we will design a responsive website step by step that is compatible with browsers on both mobile and desktop devices. In this slide, we are going to look at the technologies that we are going to use. HTML5 to structure our document, CSS to style our document, jQuery to add some basic animations and also to help us with the mobile navigation menu. In this slide, we are going to look at responsive web design. Responsive web design is an approach to web design aimed at allowing web pages designed for desktop to also be viewed on a tablet and mobile phone. Responsive web design is about combining CSS with HTML, which I will explain in a little more detail later in this lesson. Before we continue, let me open up Google Chrome and quickly explain to those that don't know what I mean with responsive web design. In this window, we are going to look at responsive web design. I'm going to use this Bootstrap website and developer tools for this example. To access the developer tools, I will right-click anywhere on the web page and select the Inspect option from the right-click menu. On the right-hand side of my screen is the code view, and on the left-hand side is a preview of our website. The drop-down box on the top of the page allows us to switch between views to see what our website will look like on different devices. We can see from this example that a responsive web page should display properly without having to scroll left or right regardless of the device or screen size. In this slide, we are going to look at HTML. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, which at the time of this lesson is 5 and it is the latest version. HTML is a markup language, and markup languages are designed for the processing and presentation of text. The language specifies code for formatting both the layout and style within a text file. The code that is used to specify the formatting are called tags or elements. This might sound a little confusing, but I will demonstrate what I mean visually in a later lesson, and you will see how easy it is to use tags or elements to format a page. In this slide, we are going to look at some example HTML code. The code on the right will render the results on the left within a browser. H1 is used to format the text between the open and closing tag as a header. P is used to format the text between the open and closing tag as a paragraph. Not all elements have a closing tag, but those that do will always contain a /. In this slide, we are going to look at CSS. Cascading style sheets are responsible for the design or style of a website. This will include the layout, visual effects, and background color. CSS also allows one to create a view on different types of devices such as large screens, small screens, or even printers. CSS is independent of HTML and can be used with any XML-based markup language. In this slide, we are going to look at some example CSS code. The code snippet on the right shows us that we can style the type of font, font size, color, and also add the border to our heading element using CSS. We applied a different style to our paragraph element, like a different font, font size, and color. We can also create a generic class that can be applied using the class attribute to more than one element. This is the end of our lesson on what is responsive web design. In the next lesson, we are going to be looking at the text editor we are going to use to create our web pages. Thank you for watching this lesson, and remember, if you experience any problems, contact us via the live help.